All of us are being challenged as never before to rise to new levels of performance and to deliver that performance for less. The common thread between our people and our products is the technology we develop and apply to assure that our products deliver four things: safety, performance, reliability, and the lowest cost of ownership in the industry. We want you to go away knowing enough detail about our plans that the dialogue between us will be taken to more productive levels over the next year or so. We know, and we know it well, that our success is tied to your success alone.
But as we all know, we're part of a cyclical industry. The only thing we can predict is a roller coaster ride. And fortunately, the good times more than make up for the bad times. That's for those of us with the staying power and the willpower to ride it out. As we head into another difficult period, we thought this would be a good time to get together to remind ourselves as to why we're in this crazy business. Because it's dynamic, challenging, fun, and ultimately profitable for all of us. And to talk about GE Aircraft Engines' plan for continued investment for your and our future. It was our experience with the turbo supercharger and other flight technology that led the U.S. government to ask GE to build the first U.S. jet engine in the early 40s. We did build on the ideas of Sir Frank Whittle, and we have improved them, or we've improved them over the past 40 years. We developed the first U.S. jet-powered flight. We also developed the first variable stator engine, and those of you that remember Gerhard Neumann, that was one of his key inventions for us. The first engine to demonstrate thrust capability beyond 100,000 pounds, and the first certified and in-service dual annular combustor. Today, on average, about $800 million a year goes into developing GE's aviation products and technologies. Even in lean years for our industry, such as the early 90s, we continue to invest heavily in new and improved products. Our CF6 is the most reliable large turbofan in the marketplace. It was GE's first turbofan in commercial service and launched the DC-10 family. And eventually, the CF6 earned its stripes on nearly every twin-body application. Today, there are more wide-body airliners powered by the CF6 than any other engine. We've delivered nearly 5,000 CF6 and power such diverse airframes as the 767, 747, A300, A310, and A330. The CFM56 family of engines has really brought all sorts of economies to the single-aisle market, including the highest reliability, lowest noise, and really outstanding fuel burn. We have over 250 customers and 12,000 engines sold, and we are extremely proud of this product. And the other guys are still trying to catch up. The CF34 is a small, fantastic small turbofan. Teaming with Bombardier of Canada and sharing their vision of the potential of this marketplace, the CF34, along with the airplane, has helped bring about a real revolution. The CF34 delivers dispatch reliability at 99.99%. At the other end of the thrust envelope is our GE90, which was designed to extend wide-body twins to the 100,000-plus thrust range. It takes high bypass ratio further than any other competitor has dared to go, and it's succeeding as we knew it would. That's the reward for combining proven technology with an all-new centerline engine. And now, as we head into the next century, our investment and commitment continue to lead the way with not only innovative products, but value-sensitive technology that we believe must earn its way onto the engine. And for those of you who haven't become involved yet, a dashboard is a series of measurements represented graphically by dials. It's how we track our performance to the criteria that you, the customer, tell us is important. We want you to pick the measurement, and we want you to judge us by that measurement. And we also want you to tell us how we're doing. We want to work with you to increase our quality level and reduce variation in our products and processes across the board. Now, what are we hearing from the airlines? What are you telling us are your critical requirements? First, cost of ownership. Issues like reliability, simpler design, more EGT margin so we can stay on wing longer. And over our history, our engines have always gotten better, and they've delivered better customer value as they mature in the fleet. And our new engines build off of their predecessors' technology. And we think a good example is the CF6 family. At introduction, the CF6-50 had an average time to first shop visit of about 4,500 hours, and that was great for its day. But today, the CF6 ADC2 goes over 12,000 hours before its first shop visit. That's roughly, depending on your cycle, 3 years on wing, and an amazing jump in value for you, the airline. Second, the issue of what we can bring to the party to enhance airlines' revenue generation capability. Even though fuel prices are down right now, and we all love it, we know they will go back up, and we're planning for it. Our engine capabilities offer you payload and a range enhancements every day. And to use an example not on this chart, today's state-of-the-art CFM56-7 delivers an 8% SFC reduction versus our workhorse CFM56-3. Those are the kind of numbers that others are quoting on their paper engines. Now, we know emissions continue to be in the spotlight. And once again, we're staying ahead of the power curve and coming to grips with an environmental sensitivity that's moving around the globe. Another critical good neighbor issue is aircraft noise. The technical advances we made in engine noise abatement have finally progressed to the point where for the largest aircraft, it may well be the noise from the airframe itself that's the biggest issue. When you add up these customer requirements that we've applied technology solutions to, hopefully you can begin to see the significant productivity gains and reduced operating costs for the airlines, as well as benefits for the passengers you serve. And every day over the past 30 years, GE products have withstood the test of time. And you've rewarded us with the market position we enjoy today. And I'd like to thank you again, the very best airlines in the world, for the confidence you've shown in our products. But we know we can't stand still, and we aren't. The CF-34, 8C, and 8D, both in advanced development, will power the CRJ 700 from Bombardier and the new family of regionals from Dornier Fairchild. These higher thrust engines will provide reliable power in the 70-plus passenger category, and those 70-plus passengers will travel in comfort up to 1,800 miles on thin routes. In the CFM56 thrust range, we are working today with SNECMA to identify and refine technology and processes that logically follow our state-of-the-art -7 and -5BP of today. We call this project Tech 56. The CF6, the workhorse of our fleet today, the advanced next step derivative is the CF6 ADC G2. It will offer higher thrust, SFC, and lower emissions and noise benefits. It will be available for any revitalized 767 as well as other Boeing and Airbus wide-body applications. And at the top of our thrust range, or anyone else's for that matter, sits the 11X, the only engine that will have direct lineage from today's 777 power plants. It's a low-risk approach, which will not increase the diameter of the nacelle as it increases in size. It will give future 777s the ability to match the range and payload of all the early 747 models. We believe, teaming with airlines, we want to take a life cycle approach in an effort to lower your total cost of ownership. And as we learn more about our engine performance in the field, we can build on that as we design new engines and upgrade current ones. Technology, innovation, and customer responsiveness in an investment-intensive, highly cyclical industry requires financial and technical strength. When you choose us to be your engine supplier, as all of you in this room have, you have the financial and technical commitment of GE. And we at Aircraft Engine are proud to be part of what the Financial Times calls the most admired company in the world. We've been part of this exciting industry since the beginning, from building the first U.S. jet engine to the world's largest. GE's dedication to this business, and more importantly to you, is strong, and it will go stronger every year.